I think I'm live. I know nobody's here. I don't know how to work this, but we shall soon see what's going on. Um, so this is new to me. Well, not necessarily new, but this is just my second one. And I thought that since I haven't been on lately, and since I do have access to doing a live, I would go ahead and try it again. And I was going to go ahead and do. Hey, Don. um, yeah, I'm live. This is me and my glory at 10 o'clock at night in Detroit, Michigan. Um, and I was just want to show what I used or packed for my trip that I just took. So thank you for coming in. I do appreciate it. I don't know what I'm doing. Um, it's asking me to set moderators and manage the messages to hell for review. I'm not doing none of that. I don't expect too many people going to be here anyway. So, but I do appreciate you being in here, Miss Dawn. Oh my goodness, I'm in my pajamas, girl. I shouldn't have said that, but I'm in my pajamas, girl. I came in from the trip, I didn't even unpack the bag, and I just put my pajamas on, my little headband, took my wig off, put my headband on. I just put on some more lip gloss so I wouldn't look completely crazy. This is Buxom's, what is this? Buxom's full on plumping lip cream. So it does have a little tingle to it. And this is in the color Berry Spritz. And I got it off of Ipsy. And I really like it. This is the lip that color that I wore all weekends. Well, Sunday through today. This is what I wore. It went with everything, and I was happy with it. So, the hairband. Okay, yeah, they're pretty good. I like a gloss. It has enough opacity, and I don't need no plumping, but it's not the type of plumping that makes your lips burn. It's just like a warming, like a peppermint. Like say you were sucking on a peppermint or something. It has that type of sensation. So yeah. But since you are here, I appreciate you, and we are going to get started. So this is one of the things, like I said, I took with me. It's always in my purse. So I don't know if that constitutes as taking makeup, but it's always in my purse. And like I said, this is the one that I gravitated to all weekend. The next thing, I'll show you the bag too. This is part of a set that my son got me for Mother's Day. So it's like this little overnight carry-on bag, and then the little rolly, suitcase with the handle thing. So that sits down on the handle, and then you strap it in, and you just roll that sucker. So yeah. Well, let's get into this bag. Thank you. Yeah, well, I don't know because I got about 10 or 15 in my purse. So I don't know if it's purse worthy per se, as much as I just got a bunch of lippies in my bag. It's not like I picked it like, oh, this is holy grail. It's like I put it on that day, I stuck it in my bag, and I forgot to take it out 3 months ago. Don't know. But I refreshed my natural hair with the ORS olive oil, Moist Max Moisture. Now I can't talk when I'm live. And this is the Super Moisturizing Daily Styling Lotion. So I use this to refresh my hair because I get very dry hair. And it has rice water and electrolytes. Now there's another version of this, and it's much thicker. This is a thinner cream than the other one. I do prefer the other one. I think that just has I can't remember. Is it avocado oil? Whatever. But this one, I got it because rice water is supposed to be this big thing now. So I figured this would be nice. And it's nice. It moisturizes. It doesn't make my hair feel Like I just put water in it. It actually giving it some moisturization, makes it more easy to manage and comb through and brush through. It helps my hair lay down when I put my wig on. Okay. So that's the very first thing. Then, yes. And what was it? Oil. What oil? Avocado. So I have the avocado oil in my kitchen. I think I just bought it because it was on sale. It's like one of them Pam sprays or whatever, but it's not in the Pam aerosol. It's in like in a spritzer bottle, and it's been sitting in there. So I don't know. I don't think I really like avocado oil, but it's in there. But yeah, the next thing is this. I showed this before, and this is from Bath and Body Works. This is the Forever Cherry Blossom body cream. Now these suckers are now $17.95. Can you see that? Do you remember when these were like what? $8.95, $10.95, $12, $20, man. I got this for free. Because I bought too much of something. So I got a free product up to, I think it was up to 20, no, $18.95. And I got this because it's a new scent. My signature scent is Japanese cherry blossom. Yeah, this, yeah. Love this scent. It's very light and feminine and dainty, and it's something that you could wear in addition to other things. So I got this for the body. Now, what else we got here? This I showed recently as well. This is that Tarte yeah, I don't know if I think it was limited edition, so I'm not sure if it's still available. But of course, you can always try eBay or whatever to see if you can find it. But it's a nice scent. It doesn't smell anything like Japanese cherry blossom. And back in the day, they had a white cherry blossom, which was a little bit more potent. Like Japanese cherry blossom has like a powder scent to it, and the white cherry blossom was a little bit more flowery. It had more of a potent flowery scent to it. This Forever Cherry Blossom is very light. It has scent, but it's light, understated, dainty. Okay. Um, it's watery pear, sakura petals, fresh magnolia, creamy sandalwood, and warm musk. Yep. So, but yeah, they discontinued the white cherry blossom. And of course, for years, Japanese cherry blossom is their best-selling all-time scent. And then they just this summer or spring brought out this Forever Cherry Blossom, but I don't think it was unless it does well, that is still in store. But yeah, I showed this Tarte Glow Blush Bar recently, and I took this with me, and surprisingly, this is the only blush I took. You know, I'm a blush thing, but I was only going to be gone for like 2.5 days, so I didn't want to overpack makeup or whatever. But this is the packaging again. It's a huge situation, and this are my shades. So this is strawberry, luminous strawberry, and then luminous berry, and this is the bronze glow. Now I did not use the bronze glow. This sucker here, the one in the middle, is bright. I had to, as soon as I touched the brush to it and put it on my face, it was like boom. So as much as I love blush, as much as I want to put it on, I kind of blended it out really well so it wouldn't be like coming at you. They are nice and they're very pigmented. So I got this off of eBay. I was looking for something else and this popped up. So I went ahead and got it. So those are the shades. This is the strawberry. This is the berry. And you're not going to be able to see a thing, but there. And they kind of look similar together, but on the cheek, definite difference. Automatic clown cheeks. It also matters the brush you're using and your application method. I do like a heavier blush. I want it to be seen, but I don't want it's so bright and I have a deeper complexion. I don't need it to enter the room before I do, if you understand what I'm saying. So there's that. Then I took, now I got suckered into this. People were raving about this freaking Fenty skin. What is this crap? The butter drop whipped oil body cream. So I got sucked in. It was on what you call it? You like do the fluffy brush. Okay, yeah. So yeah, I had a more dense brush. So when I touched it to the blush and I saw it, but it didn't look like that. And I put it on the cheek. It was like, oh, so I had to blend it out. But I did put on layers of it, but I had to really blend it out to get the desired effect and not to look crazy. But this freaking Fenty butter drop with body oil, people were losing their freaking minds. Oh, it smells so good. Oh, it leaves your skin so soft. Oh, it does this, it does that. So I'm like, okay, I looked on her site, and even with like, she does great discounts or whatever. But even at a 30% discount, this thing was like $46. I'm like, no. Yeah, here's my blush. So I waited, and it ended up on Ipsy. No, it barely, to me, it barely has a scent. I've had this quite a while. And granted, it looks, because I just recently just been like, I'm trying to show you without blinding. I gotta figure out my angles here. But there we go. I just kind of been dipping in it and slathering it on. I've had it a long time. Yeah, $46. But on Ipsy, I think it was like 12, because I'm not a nut. I'm not crazy. But I don't see the hype with this. And it is refillable. So I think if you buy the insert, it might be 30 something bucks. But even that, I would not pay for this. This is not, and this is the regular full size. It's 6.7 ounces. So it's a nice amount of product, but it's not at 50, not at 30. But maybe if I liked the scent, or I felt like it really moisturized my skin or something, or did something spectacular, I would go ahead and get the go ahead and buy it, have it on rotation, set it up for a subscription or something. But nah, it ain't that serious with that. I don't know why people losing their mind over that. So once that's gone, like, I just put stuff on just to use it up. That's what I'm doing with that, because I don't see the hype with it. Yeah, I love Ipsy. That's how I find a lot of, unfortunately, I find a lot of stuff that Dion's always chiding me about buying. Like, don't buy nothing else, Tanya. And I know. Now, the other thing I took with me is, I know I'm not a traveler. And so I don't have a lot of travel ready products. So for bath, like I had like full size shower gels and stuff like that. But at some point, Ipsy was when I had Ipsy subscription, they were sending out these sponge gels. You know about the sponge gel? So it's like a body buffer. This is in the scent Blossom Bliss, and it's a body wash infused buffer. And you get about 15 to 20 uses depending on. Hi, lovely. Thank you so much for coming in. I really appreciate you. And it's infused with the body wash. So they come in different shapes or whatever. This happens to be a star. And you get about 15 to 20 uses depending upon, how much you use it per use. Nice light scent. And I got this off of Ipsy. Like, I got hooked on them. Like, they sent me one, and then I went down a rabbit hole and bought a couple few more, and I've given some away as gifts. And it was just so much more convenient to take versus a bunch of tubes of this and bottles of that. And you just, you use it and you set it out and it dries. I forgot to take a baggie to put it in. So I just let it air dry, whatever, and put it back in the box, and it didn't warp it or anything. But it's just so much easier than taking also a towel with you. It's all in one, you know what I'm saying? So and I think these are like between $3 and $5 in the Ipsy shop. So have that. What else? Okay, let's do this one. So this is a Estee Lauder bag, but it does not contain any Estee Lauder products. I'm not big on Estee. I bought a few when I was doing my Lancome thing, but I think I prefer if I have to pick between the two, it's going to be Lancome. Okay, First Aid Beauty. I've had the pads, the pill pads, whatever, exfoliation pads. They always sending out that freaking moisturizer. It's nice, but it doesn't like float my boat or whatever. But if I had to choose between Lancome and Estee Lauder, Lancome. Now, this is very old. I've showed this many, many moons ago. This is the Kimchi. What is this called? The Stage Proof Matte Setting Spray. And I only took this because I had everything else and I was trying to find a setting spray. So this is the first thing I saw, so I put it in the box, in the bag. Yeah, I think it's kind of dated. You know what I'm saying? Of course it's like an OG product. We understand that it's iconic, but it's kind of dated in the formulas for like the makeup. Like I got two of the quads. The color selection story was okay, but like the application, the opacity, the blendability, I really wasn't feeling it. And I was like, no, like I preferred that, and they were maybe like $5 more than the Lancome. So I preferred the Lancome formula over the Estee Lauder. And then the lippy that I had from Estee Lauder, it could have just been the color, but it felt kind of kitty makeup, like the application, the texture of it. Okay. Yeah. Once you get off the department store, those iconic brands, and branch into Sephora and Ulta, your world is opened up or whatever. So you are able to see different things that are available to you that you didn't know existed. But yeah, I just grabbed this kimchi thing. It's nothing spectacular or anything like that. I don't have oily skin, so what I used it for really was the foundation and powder that I used just to set that down and to blend it out. Make it look a bit more natural than just sitting on top of my face. So that's the kimchi. Got this out of either Ipsy or BoxyCharm. Dang it. My lights is like, tick. So I'll put that down here. Now, I have two of the Tarte macarons, sculpted in bronze. I initially, by mistake, ordered the cinnamon roll. And I realized the cinnamon roll was much closer to my skin tone than it was going to be a bronzer. And I've never had any luck with bronzers. No matter what I do, they always look like a face powder. So this is what it looks like. Of course, I've shown this to you guys before. This is cinnamon roll. And this is what it looks like. So I said to myself, well, since it's comparable to my skin tone and it's a cream, which is here, and it's a powder bronzer, which is here, I said, oh, this would be a great little thing to take or to use or just have, and definitely to travel with, because you got the cream foundation, which is actually the bronzer, and then a powder, setting powder or finishing powder, which is actually the powder bronzer, all in one component. And I think Tarte would do good if they could come up with something like this in a foundation and a powder. It'd be right here in your hand, ready to go. You know what I'm saying? But I did use it as a foundation. And that's me digging. The brush that I used was kind of pointy. So it looks like I really dug in that sucker. So see how it looks like it might be more of a foundation on me than a what you call it, than a bronzer. So what I did was I said, okay, fine. I'm gonna use it as a foundation. So I only like tap the brush in and hit 1, 2, 3, 4. I didn't go any more in there because when I saw that it did all that, I was like, oh Lord. So then I took it and I started spreading around my face. It spread, but it didn't spread like a foundation because it's not one. And it could have been the brush that I used to apply it as well. So I put it on and it was looking kind of orange. I'm like, okay. Let me do something with this. So I blended it out as best as I could. And then I used the other side. I'll show you the brush that I use as well. And I took the powder bronzer part, okay? And then I swept that over the face and that kind of tamped it down, whatnot, made it not look so dewy. And then I looked at myself in the mirror and I said, nah, that's not gonna work. I think it'll work in a pinch. So in a pinch, it worked, but I wouldn't put it on purpose as a foundation. So if say you went somewhere, you forgot your foundation, but you did take this, you could get away with it. You could get away with it, but I could definitely see that there was a line of demarcation between my jawline, if you can see my jawline with all this, and my neck. And so I had to go in with, I'll show you the other product in a moment. I had to go in with another product to try to fix that. So this is the cinnamon roll. So when I figured out I bought the wrong color bronzer, I went back and got the right bronzer. And this is in tiramisu. So as you can see, it's definitely deeper than the cinnamon roll. And I'll show you side by side. So I say, yeah, this is definitely going to work. I didn't know, I don't even think I used it. But this packaging is the same. It's just a little deeper packaging than the cinnamon roll. So it's kind of color coded. Yeah, it's, since I already had it and Tarte's return, so I did it online. So I couldn't take it to the store. If I bought it in the store, I would have took it back. But online, they make it so difficult. I think you gotta those places that make you want to contact them first, get an RMA, and then you send it back. Then they charge you a restocking fee or something like that. And then they don't pay for you to return it because it wasn't that they sent me the wrong thing. I guess I picked the wrong thing. So I couldn't get out of the return fee. So I was like, I might as well just keep it. Otherwise, I'm losing money. And they got their product back. So I just went ahead and ordered the one that I actually wanted. But this is the tiramisu. So I said, this is also very close to my skin tone, probably even more closer than that cinnamon roll, but it's deeper. So I don't know. I've never had very good luck with a bronzer. Not luck with a bronzer. No matter what I do, they always end up being very close to my skin tone, and I use them as setting powders or even the foundation because it never works. Then I found this in one of my drawers. This is old as hell. This is from Sephora. This is a beauty amplifier, afterglow primer, and luminizer. And this is in the shade. What the heck did it go? Is it brown? It's supposed to be bronze, I believe. So that's what this is. Dang it. Can't see it. There you go. And it's just like, because I have normal to dry skin, I like a little bit of luminosity, some dewiness, some moisturization, some radiance. So that's what this is going to give you. Okay, so I use this, and this is old as dirt. You can see the packaging. This is what I haven't been in a Sephora in forever. So that's what that. Now this is the brush that I use for that blush bar, Dawn. So you see how dense it is and how tight it's packed. So as soon as I touched it, powder, I was like, oh, so I put it on. Oh Lord. So I had to really blend it out, really diffuse it, and then I layered it to the intensity that I wanted. But upon initial application, it was like boop, and my cheeks were the end of the room before I did. So that's that. Let me put this stuff back in here so it doesn't fall all over the place. Okay. Then I got my little Clinique bag from the order I just made recently. And so what I also brought with me was a Tarte foundation. And this is the Amazonian Clay Blurring Powder Foundation. Yeah. Sephora, I'm kind of over Sephora and Ulta. You get way better deals on brand sites. You just do discounts, bundles, freebies, points that toward product. So I haven't been, yeah, it's not worth it to me. I'd rather just go to the brand site. But this is the Amazonian Clay Blurring Powder Foundation, and I do like a powder foundation, even though I have dry skin, but it's more normal to dry. And this is in, if I can hold it right, this is in 57N, which is a rich neutral. I typically go neutral, cool, but, and I think I got some hard pan on here. I was trying to rub it off earlier. It comes with this very flimsy, I'm trying not to dig my nail in there. Don't look how dirty it is. This very flimsy puff. Look at that. This sucker is like a freaking, the wafers you get for communion at church. Okay. Hey, Julia. Hey, Julia. Julia is Accessorize Your Life. If you have not subscribed to her, check her out. I have her video waiting for me to look at. She's had a new video out today. I can't remember what it was, but I think it's something with her shopping her stash or something to that effect. But check Julia out. She is awesome. Okay. But look at this little flimsy thing here. It's like a wafer, you know? So I use it came with the brush, and I got this off a Tarte site. Typically these don't come together. So you're basically getting the brush for free. Plus I had like discount. So why not? But don't look at the hard pan. I was trying to rub it off, but I can't get it off. But I would use this on top of that bronzer thing that I showed you earlier, that cinnamon roll. And that tamped it down and really blurred it out and really settled down the color. Okay, so I do recommend this. I'm not sure if this bundle is still available on Tarte's site, but it was like, what, $28 for this? And their brushes are really good. Really, really good. So that was a great find for me. Then I needed a scent, and I didn't want to take a bunch of perfume. I already had the Forever Cherry Blossom lotion. So this pairs well with a lot of different things because it's so light and feminine and dainty. It has a scent, but it's very light. But you can still smell it, but it's not overpowering. Okay. So I said, well, I need to take something, but I want to take 10,000 perfumes because I do have 10,000 perfumes. Yeah, because Sephora or Ulta may not have it, and who want to go all the way to the store, get there. Now they do have that with shop and then pick it up. Look, I'll just get it from the site, get my 30% off. They'll send it to me, give me another coupon, have a bundle that I want not going to get at Sephora, Ulta, and keep it moving. But I decided to take this little thing here. This is the Lancome La Vie Belle, but this is vanilla nude. So it does not smell like La Vie Belle at all, not to me. It has a very slight vanilla scent. There is not cake battery or like vanilla extract. It's very subtle. So I use this, and I use the Forever Cherry Blossom, and that's was my scent combo for the weekend. Hey, Lock! Good to see you, girl. This is the bottle. Look how cute it is. So cute. It's such a cute little bottle. So I took this, and I was very happy with it. It served its purpose. Now, what else I got going on here? Oh, all right, Julia. Dior. I really got this because Julia likes Dior. And I got on the Dior site, and these suckers are $72. $72. I said, and I got on eBay, and I got it for under 35. So I'm not a nut. Plus, it was my first time trying it, so I wasn't about to try to give them all my money. I ain't had no coupon, either no discount. And I think I still ended up, because you can still get like cash back, like either from Capital One Shopping, Rakuten, but Tell Me Not, Honey, Microsoft Edge even has one. What else I put on here? Something else. But I put a link in my community post a while ago. I could have got $80 and you could have got $80 off jump if you just would have put that Capital One shopping extension on your desktop. That's all you have to do. That's all you have to do. And then you can redeem it for gift cards to Sephora or Ulta or restaurants or other things. And win-win, me and you. But so I got this quint, and I was looking at red tartan. I kind of looked at the purple quint, but then I decided to get the Mitzah, MITZAH, which is number 689. Okay, so I thought this one between everything would be a good match for me. Now, the problem is that when you look on the site, the brand site, you can just order it. You have to hope and pray that somebody on eBay has the thing you're looking for. Luckily, they did. So, this is what it looks like. And I do like the fact that they give you an idea of what to do. So they have a intense look and a soft look. And they show you which colors, placements in the pan they are to create that look. This is the packaging. I thought it might come with like a little dust thing on it. It didn't, but it came from eBay. That's fine. And so this is my very first, I think this is my first and only Dior product that I have. Of course, I was looking at the blushes, but yeah, I couldn't really decide. And you just press this little CD here. And this is the quint. This is Mitzah. Dang it. So it has two what you call them? Mattes, which are the two deeper shades. And then the rest are satin. Well, like a shimmer and a satin. And I'm wearing it now. This is from 6 something in the morning. I used a Smashbox primer, which is old as dirt. And I don't think it was still any good, but I used it anyway. That's all I brought with me. I like the quint. I like the color story. The mattes are really good. Very opaque, applied very well. The shimmer situations, not that big of a fan. And hey, wait, Dion. Oh, hey, what you doing, girl? Yeah, I'm finally using the stuff I've been showing you, okay? This is my makeup bag from my trip. So the mattes are I like the mattes. These are okay. They barely showed up on me, and it may be because of the color selection and the depth of my skin tone. Dang it. But there you go, that's better. I gotta figure out a way to hold this stuff. It's a cute color story, but unless it was like a mostly matte quint, I probably won't get another one. But at least I delved into it. And I don't know what happened to them two little things, the two little rinky-dink brushes they put in here. I don't know what I did with those. I know I didn't use them, though. Okay, Dion, that's wonderful. I appreciate you doing the thing on the TV. Okay, this came out of that trio of that from Clinique where I got the full size and then a high impact regular mascara, and then they have a new one that's in like a green metallic tube, hi-fi impact or something like that. But then they have this lash power mascara. I gotta figure out where this camera we work with. And I was intrigued because of the brush. Look at that. I said that can really get down into my lashes. Probably be very good for your bottom lash. And it's a bristle brush. It's not plastic. I prefer a bristle brush. Just do. And then the formula, I like a not well wet formula. I don't like dry formulas. And it's wet. So I use this on the lashes. I don't know if you could even see that. I can't zoom in because I'm on my laptop. But even though I enjoy a wet mascara, it was a little goopy. And it's a nice intense black, but it really didn't seem to do anything. Now that Flory Roberts mascara I was using that I said I wouldn't talk about no more. Thank you, lovely. Yes, hits and misses, and it's a hit. The Quint is a hit. It's just that I have to figure out how to best use those lighter shimmery shades. I used a brush, and I think they probably will be better applied with my finger. However, I didn't have time for all that trial and error. I need to put it on, slap it on, and get downstairs to breakfast. Okay. Yes, Julia. But this mascara, that Flory Roberts one that I said was like they just put something together and slapped their name on it. This is slightly better than that. And I hated that. And I don't necessarily hate this. And maybe it's just too wet. Maybe I found a too wet mascara. But it really didn't do anything for my lashes. Now it is a nice deep black. And this is the only one out of the trio that I have that was made in Japan. So I'm like, okay, the other two was, I think one was made in Canada and the other one was made in the USA. And this one was made in Japan. So I'm like, oh, okay. But it did not wow me at all. So what I think I'm gonna do, I'm gonna give it a moment because maybe, like I said, it's too wet, too goopy. That's fine. So maybe it'll calm down in a minute and I'll try it again. And then if it does not, I really like this brush. It really allowed me to get down at the base of my lash, and because I like to go on top of, under, and I like to hit the tips. And I like to hit the outside lash to not fray it out, but to splay it out. Why am I putting mascara on my good God Almighty? Look at that. It's just so goopy. It gets everywhere. I don't get it. But nah, it's stuck on me. Stuck on you. Okay. But the brush I really like. Really like the brush. So I was thinking, I wish it was a full size because what I would have done is tossed the mascara and kept the brush and put it in a formula that I really liked. So if it tamps down and becomes less goopy and still wet like I like it, maybe hopefully it will apply better. But right now, not a fan. Then I grabbed the first brow pencil that I saw. And this is from Wander. Again, something I got out of Ipsy or what you call it, BoxyCharm. And this is the Wander brow pencil. This is in the shade dark brown. I'm not gonna be able to see it, but of course it has the the powder, the brow side, and then the spoolie side. Now, one thing with that mascara, because it was so goopy, it did transfer. But my trick to get rid of the transfer is to let it dry and get your little spoolie, and then just flick it away so it won't disrupt your makeup. Okay, so you have to start all over or anything. You just let it dry. So when you get finished cussing at it, let it dry. Get your little spoolie or whatever, and then flick it off, and then you don't have to reapply anything. So I use this, and that's my brows. They're still kind of on. Like I put this makeup on like around 6:30 this morning, and it is now 10:56 p.m. So this is good. I don't know. I've not purchased a Wanda Beauty product. I typically get them in subscription boxes, and because I don't get subscription boxes anymore, I don't get Wanda Beauty. So once this goes away, I won't have it. But it's decent, and I do not know how much it costs. Now, this is the brush. What is that? I got stuff falling and stuff. Okay, this is the brush I use with that macaron bronzer duo. So this is the side that's supposed to be for the cream. And this is the side that you use on the powder. So I just like tapped it in there and doop, 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 doop. And then I spread it out, even under the eye. And like I said, it didn't spread like a foundation, but then it's not a foundation. So there's that. And then I took the powder and tapped it in there. And I think because this is so flimsy, it applied the powder, but it did not set the cream all that well. And I guess it's because I use it on a large surface versus having used the bronzer just right there. Then it'd be like, boo, 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 and you're done. But I was like all over the face. And because that's not the type of brush this is for, it did not work as great, which is why I was happy I had that powder foundation and this brush to really get, all over the face. But again, I got that macaron, this brush. Tarte brushes are great for the price, little less than the price of the actual product of the macaron. So this was free, and then less than the price of the macaron. So Tarte, okay, come on now. Then I used the lids to take the day off from Clinique. This came in like a freebie in this bag, like a gift with purchase in this particular bag. So this is iconic, and it works well. What I found interesting, though, is that I used that mascara last night yesterday when I got back into the room. Of course, I did my cleansing or whatever, and I said, oh, I still got, so I took this out. I put this on the makeup white, so it was still wet, I got a new one, hadn't used it yet. Put this on the makeup white. And then I attempted to get the mascara off. So it's dry. I didn't wear it all day. It's dry. And I'm like rubbing for days with this sucker because it was coming off, but it wasn't coming all off. And I've never had that happen with this. And it's a Clinique product. And I've never had an issue with needing to go in repeatedly with the lids. What is this? Lids, lashes, and lips. Okay. I rarely use it on my lips. I typically use this for eye makeup. I know you can do it all over the face. I typically don't. I know it's not supposed to be an oil. Look, shake it up. It's a bi-phase product. It's not supposed to be any oil in here, but it sure has an oily feel. So I don't do that. But I do hood on my eyes. But that mascara did not want to break down. It did not want to come off. I had to, at one point, put the makeup wipe between my fingers and clamp down on my lash and pull off the mascara, hoping not to also pull off my lashes. I did lose a couple. So that's another reason why I'm not a fan of that mascara, because I don't know with a product that they make that I've never had an issue with, why, that's my phone telling me I'm supposed to be in the bed on my way to sleep. What am I doing? I'm on my with y'all having fun. So let's see. Yeah, I haven't had a problem with this and anything else, but that freaking lash power from Clinique, the brush is great, but I'm hoping the formula of the mascara calms down a little bit because that second was goopy and it just did not work. And then it don't want to come off, so no time for that. I got marks. Yay! Okay, so that's that. What else is in here? Then I had to find a black eyeliner. As many eyeliners as I have, it took me forever to find a black eyeliner. As many black eyeliners as Ipsy and BoxyCharm and Birchbox and Allure and who else is it? Who else got who else got a box? Whatever. All they do is send you black eyeliners. How come I could not find one? I'm like, where are all my black eyeliners? I got them up the wazoo. It took me forever. And I ended up going through all that to find this old sucker here. And this is from Sephora, I wanted a retractable one. I did find a couple that were sharpenable, but I didn't want to have to take a sharpener. And I didn't want to have to sharpen nothing. I just wanted to, spool it up. So, I'm on top chat. How do I fix that? So I can see who's talking to me. So if I'm missing any messages, I don't want to do that. Okay. Now, sorry about that. But I found this oldie but goodie, I guess. I don't even know if they make this anymore, but this is Sephora's retractable eyeliner, which is waterproof in matte black. And it still works great. It's black, creamy, dries down. It came off with the Liz lashes and lips, but that mascara didn't want to. I'm like, and I looked so close. I'm like, I still see that freaking mascara, and not now. Well, it's in my eyelashes now. But last night when I tried to take it off, I could still see it in my lashes, and I'm like, what fresh crap is this? What else is in this bag? This is the old Smashbox eye primer. I don't think it's any good anymore, but this is all I took with me because it's very thick. I don't remember it being this thick. Let me see that. Let's see. And then it doesn't really want to spread all that well. Oh, now I want to make a liar out of me. Now I want to spread. But you know how you have these type of products and then they break up on you or whatever. Let me see. If you do it again, I'm gonna hit myself. Look, see, this is some bull. Because when I tried to put it on, it was like breaking up in the pieces and everything. Didn't want to spread. And then it's like when you call the person, when your computer jacked up, and then when they show up, then the computer don't want to do the stupid thing it was doing in the first place. But yeah, this was not spreading like that last night. I mean, yesterday morning. And then while I was cleaning up my room, my makeup stuff rather, and looking for things, like crazy mascara, I found this brush set from Tress Loose. So this definitely came from Ipsy, and it's like this really bright blue. It's like a cobalt. It's not coming out. It's a deeper blue than what's showing in the camera. And are y'all still here? Am I losing my mind? I don't see anybody chatting, but I'm going to assume you're still here because I don't know how this works. But yeah. Now these brushes I would not buy. They're cute because of the color, but the functionality, how they apply the makeup, the shadow, I was not very impressed with. Did I like any of these brushes? I didn't really like any of these brushes. And it could have been just the shadow that I was using, the Dior. Maybe it works better on a lower end or more opaque shadow. But yeah, it worked good on the matte shadows in the Quint. But those other shadows, I was fighting for my life with this. So we're going to put that back. What else I got in this bag? These are the makeup wipes I was using. I took 2 packs of these. I don't particularly like these, but I got them off of Amazon for like in a bundle or something. And they're okay. I'm a makeup wipe snob. And I'm a makeup wipe snob. And I like a thick, I like a, I don't want to, I don't want to see my fingers through the makeup wipe. I know they're not going to be like thick like a towelette, like a towel, but I needed to have some type of thickness, some heft to it. And I needed to be a nice size. Sometimes they're like this. I got a big face. I could be fighting with this makeup wipe. And I don't like it when you apply it to your face and you move it and it kind of like bunches up. I want you to spread around my face. I want to be able to manipulate you. I don't want to be constantly trying to straighten you out. So, although they're okay, they're not a favorite. So I got about 3 different brands in my Amazon cart right now that I'm going to be trying out. The ones that I liked are from, they don't make them anymore. They were from Olay. Was Pond's? No, they were from Pond's, but they stopped making them. And I hate that because I am such a freaking makeup wipe snob. And I don't, these are do, but I don't necessarily care for them. So I just make do. So I'm hoping one of the 3 brands I have in my cart right now will end up being that wipe that is tried and true, and that will work for me, and I will report back to you guys. Next, I went in Bath and Body Works a while ago, and I saw that they had deodorants, but antiperspirant. I like antiperspirant deodorant. I know the thing is to get rid of this aluminum, zirconium, trichlorhydrex, GLY. I know we're not supposed to be wanting to use that. However, I not only want to smell fresh, I don't want to be sweaty up under there either. So I prefer an antiperspirant deodorant. I've tried just the deodorants, not a fan. I have yet to come across one that also holds back the sweat. Okay, the perspiration, so to speak. But I came across the fact that Bath and Body Works had antiperspirant deodorants in some of the scents. So, of course, Japanese cherry blossom is my jam. So I got one because they were on sale. They're typically, where to go? The price $12.95 for one deodorant. Okay. So they were on sale for $4.95. So I said, I'll try one. So I got that Japanese cherry blossom, cracked that sucker open, smelled just like it. I'm swiping. I put it under the boobs and everything. Okay. Antiperspirant. As you get older, if you don't know, if it ain't happened to you yet, if you still perky, good for you. I'm not. So it be under boob sweat. So I apply to the situation. I know they got that Lumi and that antiperspirant, no, that deodorant cream and stuff like that. I need antiperspirant. Okay. So I used it. But when I went back to get some, they were still on sale, but they were like gone. And I had to like search the freaking store for these bad boys. So I don't the scent champagne toast I don't particularly care for, like the lotion, but the spritz, but the deodorant, antiperspirant deodorant, is surprisingly very good. And this has bubbly champagne, sparkling berries, and juicy tangerine. So I like it in the deodorant form, but I do not technically care for it in the lotion and the spritz, the spray. Although I do have a lotion and a spray somebody got me way before. And they only had this gingham, which is good. The blue gingham, not the gingham gorgeous or the pink, I don't know. But the blue gingham is good. And I got 3 cherry blossoms, 1 champagne toast, and 1 gingham. And that's all I can find. I went on the website. They did not have them. But why do they still have the men's antiperspirant deodorant in the store? Why? Why? I like this. And it's effective. It holds you all day and it smells good and it works. But I'm not going to give them $12.95 a piece for it, though. It's going to have to be on sale. So even if I went in there and they had them at $12.95 a piece, knowing that they don't really carry them, I still wouldn't buy it because I ain't crazy. They got to be on sale, not at $12.95. Another thing that I took was this little bitty degree in sexy entry. This is an aerosol, and I know the environment, the aerosol layer, and all that. But I found that even better than a stick deodorant, antiperspirant, the spray is even more effective in those private areas. So I spray up under there. FDS, back in the day, FDS was a thing, a little intimate spray or whatever. And it's summertime, and now I have a fupa. And sometimes it's a little sweat. So I spray up under that, spray up under the boobs, and in the crevices of the, or whatever. And it's a great scent. It's sexy intrigue. And this came in that Walmart beauty box. It comes 4 times a year for $9. It just went up to $8.98. And so I've been using this in those areas. So you get a nice scent and it controls the perspiration. So I did that. Then, okay, this neither here nor there. Toothbrush. I like gels. I don't like toothpaste. I like the gels. So this is, I found this on Amazon, crystal mint. And I like the mint. I like mints, but I don't like hot mints. And it doesn't smell good, Julia. It's almost a perfume, scent, but it smells good, and it works. It's very effective. But I don't like hot minty stuff. So this crystal mint is the perfect balance of that minty fresh taste, freshens the mouth. It's in a gel, which is my preferred kind. I know it's all gonna bubble up or whatever, but I want a gel. And then it has those little crystals in there, those little breast crystals, whatever. So I like that too. And that's my toothbrush. Time to get a new. I got to push it out. Then, okay, we at the end, y'all. I have 2 products I got off of Amazon. And this is from is it called the Cream Store or the Face Store? The Face Shop. I have Rice Ceramide Moisturizer Toner, which is kind of like an essence. Good God, it won't show right. I'm sorry. Okay. And then I have the corresponding Rice Ceramide Moisturizing Emulsion. Let's see. I showed y'all like this the last time it worked. Okay. So makeup wipe, right? Freshen up the face after you wash it or whatever. Like, so even in the morning, I'll do a makeup wipe. Put your toner on, and it's not a water toner. It's kind of like a essence, so it's a little thicker. If you've used the Fenty Fat Water, tried it, it's nice, but it has that kind of consistency. So put that on, clear all over the face, let that dry down. Then I put the emulsion on. It's a little thicker, but it's not too thick. It's more lotiony. Put that on, let that dry down. Face feels great. Okay. So I do believe that is everything that was in this. Let me see what's in this little question here. Okay, no, that ain't it. But yeah, so that's everything I took I took 2 wigs. But yeah, they're not in here. I took 2 wigs. um, but I was very happy with what I took. I think I took just enough. Didn't take too much. Everything I used, it worked for what it was supposed to be, and I'm very happy with what I took with me. I'm going to show you this one thing because this came while I was at the conference. Macari. Yeah, scrolling through. And I don't think I was ever. I think I wanted it when it first came out. Then I kind of forgot about it. And then as I was scrolling through looking for, who knows what the hell I was looking for. Probably should have been looking for nothing. But I got the little palette. I tried to negotiate with the Chicky Boo Boo. It said or best offer, and then when they give you like 3 options, so of course I picked the lowest one. So why do you have or and then she wants anyway? She want to say, to keep in mind that she's not charging shipping and that it's basically brand new. Oh, okay, whatever. But then why did you have the option or best offer? I did. But I was like, okay, whatever. So I just got it was less than what the original price was she had on there, but it still wasn't the offer I wanted. So she made me go up $3 more than I was like, okay, well, whatever. But got the palette. And I tried to it's been used, but I tried when it's used, not for it to look completely used, because some lady had this on there, and one of the colors was all dug out, and then and I was looking at some of it, and it looked like somebody had, like a couple people had moved the colors around or something. And I'm like, that ain't the same color that's sitting in that. I ain't got time for that. So it does have a slight defect. Can you see that little, it's like a little divot right here? But that's going to be its whimsy. That's its little, it's mold. It's a little way for me to tell that it's mine. So if somebody swipe it, that's mine. And it has a little hose in the back to move it around. I never move stuff around. I swatched it so it might look a little used, but it's basically, in great shape here, And I definitely didn't give them 69 or whatever price it was in the original. It's $72 now, right, for these? This is the Love. Thank you, lovely. This is the Love palette. I have the Love face palette. I had to have that. I didn't want it initially. Then I was watching somebody use it. I bought that a while ago, though. And I got it for like $20. That's the one that got the blush and the highlighter and then like the 5 shadows on the bottom. $20. So did. But yeah, this was she made me pay her $35 for this. But no shipping. I mean, no shipping fee. Of course, you got to pay that, whatever that insurance thing is, and then my Michigan 6% sales tax. So definitely wasn't the $72. But look at it. It looks, like I said, I had my little fingers in it, and she, said that she had used it, but it don't look. Now that this shade here that says First, it's coming off real chalky, like almost white to you guys, but it's not. It's more like a peach. But yeah, look how I look at it. It looked basically new, for less than half of the thing. And I'm just kind of like building. I think I'm building up my Natasha Denona collection. Don't tell Dion. You didn't hear that, Dion. You still watching? I'm kind of building up my Natasha Denona collection. Yeah. Especially if I can get it off Macari for half price. I do not think at this point I'm going to get the tan. I did not see it very flattering on the young lady that I posted on my community post tab. Julie P. No, is it Julie P? Beauty by Julie or something like that. She liked it. I think I might be a little deeper than her. She's more golden or more yellow undertone or whatever. So that might help. I have more neutral. situation going on, but it looked like most of those shades look kind of ashen, and then they kind of look the same to me. So I opted to get the warm, which I didn't want in the first place when it first came out, but then apparently I just had to have it. So I bought the warm off of eBay. eBay. So, no, don't tell her. Oh no, I did not pay $50 for that, girl. Please, it was. I don't. It was 30. How much you make? The warm. I keep buying these palettes. I'm trying to give you the right price. I got it off of eBay, so it was cheaper than being on my curries. I think I paid $28.73. No shipping. I try to find people that ain't charging shipping and or gouging shipping because come on now. Come on now. I'm trying to get a deal here. Why would I give you $10 to ship it? It ain't gonna cost you $10. You're trying to make up your money in the shipping a little bit. I ain't crazy. I've shipped things before. But this is the Love palette, so I didn't really want it when it came out. It was nice, but then I scrolling around and ran into this. Now, somebody sent me an offer on the Sunrise palette, so I'm thinking about that. But they want me to, it looks basically brand new, but they want me to give them $32. What y'all think? Should I do it? I'm thinking on it. The offer's still sitting. It's ticking away. It's ticking. So I don't know yet. But that is all I got to show this evening. That's all I didn't take this. This came in the mail while I was gone. So this was a nice little surprise. But yeah, that's all I got to show. All I took with me. That's what feminine stuff. I ain't gonna show that on YouTube. Although, just to say, I am an always girl. Sephora codes. Well, yeah, Lovely says that warm and glam. I ain't feeling glam, but for $50.40, and I for dang show ain't pay that even with the price and the the price, the insurance fee, and the tax. Yeah, I think I did. This is the bag. I don't think you were here when I showed the bag. This is part of my Mother's Day gift with the actual rolly luggage thing. So of course this sits on the back of it, and then you pull the handle up through it. So my son got me this for Mommy's Day. Yeah. So like I said, this might be my only Dior purchase unless something happens. I wanted that freaking bronzer that had the daisies with the ladybug on top of the packaging. I wanted that so bad. They limited edition. They told me that I could put my email in there and they would let me know when it came back. Now it's gone off the completely off the website, and they are trying. They were $60, mind you. They're trying to sell them bad boys one for like $150. Now it went in my head and went out. I can't imagine. Come on now. I know it was $60. Maybe 75. Maybe 75. But $150 for a bronzer that's probably too light for me, that don't work as a bronzer anyway. And I only really want it for the packaging because I love daisies and there's a little ladybug on it. The packaging is so cute, but I can't get them $150. I think I even saw one for like $2 something because they know they got you. This is limited edition. You want it. And Dior is playing games, man. Playing actual games. So I won't be getting that unless the most I'll probably give them is 75, and that's with free shipping. I'm not paying shipping. Nope. You're trying to gouge me at that point. I ain't got time for that. Look at Julia, highlighters, foundation, and lippies. That's your jam, Julia. Okay, yeah. Yeah, like I was saying earlier, I'm not a big Sephora Ulta person right now. Haven't been in quite a few years. I'm basically shopping brand sites, or QVC. They have some great little deals on there too. Don't count them out until they go out of business from bankruptcy. They shouldn't have never bought HSN. I don't know what that was about or why they even losing money. I don't know. Who knows what's going on? And I'm not a big highlighter person. I got a couple of those Becca highlighters, chocolate geo, topaz. I did not do the champagne pop. That was not going to work for me. And an Oprah one was the Hollywood. I think that's all. And I got one from Makeup Revolution. I don't remember, but it was real popular, but the lid broke. I think I still got that. I think I taped it down. I don't know. But yeah, I'm not a big highlighter chick. Not a big highlighter chick. I don't know. It's just like my face big enough. I don't need it, coming at you before I get there. I don't know. But yeah, that's all I got. And I've kept you guys, a whole hour. It's funny how these type of videos can go so long without you even noticing it. So I do see how they kind of run a little long. And then when I first came back, my videos were running like an hour. I guess because I had not been doing it and I haven't gotten no rhythm yet. So I'm trying to keep them down. But I haven't done a get ready with me or a makeup application video in a minute. So I don't know how long that's going to run. They typically run about 45 minutes to an hour. I don't know. But I'm trying to, like I said, break them up. Maybe like do the eye, the complexion, then the eyes and the lips, or whatever. Or try to figure out a way to get everything on my face in a quick manner without talking about it, which is why I'm trying to do the show and tells or whatever, and let you know what I think about the product so that when I'm doing the video, I'm not talking as much about the application of the product, the opacity, the feel, the wear, the duration, the pricing, and all that stuff. So, but I do need to do a video for Dion asked me, and I asked her again, and I forgot. She asked me to do something. Oh, she wants me to swatch my Natasha Denona Dramatic palette. No, I gotta watch yours. It's an hour and 2 minutes. I love those, especially at work. I know I got 2 screens. So I have on the screen that's like, if you come in my door, you can kind of see it at an angle. That's the screen I keep my work stuff on. And then the other screen that's facing directly at me, I put my stuff I really want to see on. So I'll be watching you, Miss Julia, tomorrow at work to help me get through my day. I love a longer video. It just helps me get through my day. I'm doing my stuff over here. You're playing. I can look, and then I move my cursor, stick it over there, type something, and move it back. Get on the spreadsheet, open up Cognos report, do a journal voucher or whatever. And then my boss comes. She's looking at this screen. It looked like I'm, emails with it. And over here, I got my stuff playing. You feel me? Lovely, you leaving? Good night, lovely. I'm about to get off too. Because I got to go to bed. I got to be at work. It's 11:30. And I'm hungry. I don't know what I'm going to eat. Cereal. I'm hungry though. But I wanted to do that. This has been so much fun. Thank you so much to everyone. It was impromptu, last minute. But I appreciate everyone that's come in and has chatted, even if you haven't said anything. If you just came in and left out, great. I appreciate my thumbs up. Thank you so much. And like I said, I'll be watching Julia. So check out Accessorize Your Life. She's right there. So check her out. Subscribe to her. Most everybody else in the chat knows each other and all have already subscribed to each other. But yeah, Dion is going to be back on Thursday for her live. And I think Janessa is tomorrow. She's not in. But Janessa J. Champagne, she's not in the chat right now, but check her out tomorrow. She's doing like a month of Pride stuff. June is Pride Month. And Dion just did her live, and she did like this intricate, and to me, it looked like the shape of Africa. I don't know. But then she had like all these different rainbow gradient colors, and then she got the shimmers in there. So it kind of looked like a geo thing to me. And then she put all these intricate gems around the border of it. So it looks like somebody peeled away and that was underneath or like a 3D situation. It is so pretty. So you need to check that live out. It should be available now. So that's the Dion Laura there. And like I said, everybody's already in there. But if you're looking at this after the fact, check her out. Check out Julia. Locke does videos every once in a while. Locke Maiden. And yeah, if you do videos, you can put it down in the comment. Check out these wonderful women. They're very supportive. They're very empowering. They're dynamic and they're encouraging and they support. Okay. So I'm going to let you guys go. I appreciate your time for coming in. And I'll see you guys soon. Hopefully it won't be with a product I just bought. Although I am back on the Clinique site. But that's neither here nor there. Neither here nor there. I'll see y'all in another video very soon. Thank you so much. Have a great evening. And I don't know how to make this available. Hopefully it'll just make itself available after the fact. I hope I don't have to go in and do any kind of special treatment to it. Otherwise, this sucker might end up being private for those that caught it. So thank you, Julia. Yeah, my plans are set. Yeah, kind of, sort of. But yeah, I've learned that at work because I'm sitting on the land, their internet is much quicker. So by the time I click it to upload it, by the time I go through the description box and what to name it and where to send it and when to set it up, that sucker's already uploaded. So I'm gonna be uploading all my videos at work, but I'm gonna do my get ready with me's here and my show and tells there. Because I can't take time. Well, I could if I stayed after work or went in very early to put that stuff on, but that ain't happening. So I'll just do that here and then upload it there. So I go lickety split on you. So y'all have good night. Do that there. And I will see y'all soon. Bye-bye.